The first thing I want to go through is the course syllabus. And you'll remember that it, along with a whole host of other information, can be found under the course information section. And if you scroll down, you'll see this first section of the course information section houses the syllabus, the schedule, and the course map. So you just click here for the course syllabus, and hopefully you've already downloaded it and printed it out and can jot down some notes as I'm walking through this. So the syllabus is basically our contract with each other of what the course is going to entail and what you can expect from me and what I expect from you this semester. So you'll see the first section is just standard, my contact information. You'll see that I'm located in the math building, Suite 101 of the Stephenville campus. I prefer if you would email me within Blackboard 9. That way I can keep track of all of our emails. Underneath that, you'll see our program goals, and this is, as a faculty, what we strive to do in the CNI graduate program. So that is to seek you to prepare to identify, evaluate, and investigate best practices, to prepare you to apply best practices, and to prepare you to effectively communicate and be a leader in the field. This particular course, EDTC 554, is facilitating online learning environments, and it's going to prepare you to use effective teaching strategies in an online environment, which can be different from a face-to-face environment. So we're going to delve into that this semester. Underneath that, you'll see the course goal, and that is for you to develop competency in not only identifying but applying effective teaching strategies in an online environment. Then we have the learning outcomes. So your knowledge outcomes you can see are mainly identifying task and time commitment to teach online and to prepare to teach online, identifying theories of effective pedagogy for an online environment, articulating your role as an instructor in an online environment, and articulating the student's role in an online environment. And then in terms of skill outcomes, we want you to develop and apply appropriate strategies for promoting active and interactive learning. And the same thing for promoting class community in an online environment. And then also applying strategies for managing your time, your workload, and administrative issues when you're teaching in online or hybrid courses. The textbook we'll be using this semester is Straverty's. It's a good one. It's not going to be one you'll want to sell back because it has so many really great tips and pedagogical strategies that you're going to use later on in your career. In terms of entrance competencies, you need to definitely have some confidence using a computer. So basic prereq skills include basic information literacy, time management, reading and writing skills, and communication skills. Since you're in this graduate course, I'll just let you know for the CNI grad program, we expect our grad students to write in a professional technical format using APA when applicable. And we expect you to present a professional image and to not submit work that hasn't already been edited and checked for mechanics, spelling, punctuation, and grammar. And this course is fully online, so we don't have any face-to-face meetings. However, we do have some synchronous meetings, and I'll talk a little bit more about that later, but the course is set up to be completely online. This is an important part that I'd like you to star, underline, whatever you need to do to make sure you can remember this information, maybe even putting it up next to your computer at home. But the Blackboard Help Desk is going to be your lifeline when you have things go wrong with your computer, or you have questions, or you can't access a file. These guys are there until 10 p.m. most evenings except for Friday. And what they do is they can keep a log of who all's called. And they'll let me know when students are reporting problems, or if there's something I need to fix on my end, they'll let me know. So definitely an important number for you to jot down. Likewise, underneath there is a resource, the Blackboard Learn 9 tutorials are resources that you can use to get up to speed on the different tools that we're going to be using in our course. This orientation kind of gives you an overview, but these tutorials will give you step-by-step information about using those tools. Next, I have just a little short statement about interaction and what you can expect. So you can contact me anytime via the mail tool within Blackboard, via telephone, or I'm always on Google Hangouts if you'd like to connect that way. And that's Monday through Friday, 9:30 to noon. Those are my official office hours. I do, if you need to make an appointment outside those hours, I'm happy to do that. Just let me know. Also note that for email messages, I'll typically respond to you within 24 to 48 hours, except for on the weekends, and that's when I dedicate time to spend with my family. So just something to note there. In terms of evaluation, this is probably the part you've been waiting to hear about. It's a 100-point grading scale, so this is normal. You've seen the A to F scale. But in terms of the percentages of how I assign your grade, you're going to have small group wiki contributions. That'll be 25% of your grade. You're going to have synchronous sessions. That's 15% of your grade. You're going to have class discussions, which is 15% of your grade. You're going to have a philosophy of online teaching Google document that you basically create throughout the semester with me, and that's 25%. And then you have self-assessments in your comprehensive final exam, which is 20%. So in terms of a description of each of these deliverables, I'll kind of just quickly go through this. Your small group wiki contributions, first, don't panic when you see the word wiki. For those of you who've had me before, you're going to know what this is. But for those of you who have not had me before, a wiki is a dynamic page that you can develop collaboratively with your peers. And it allows each of you to add and edit to the page in real time. And so in this class, you're going to be co-creating key point entries as a small group. And each individual group member will need to contribute to each other group member's key point entries. And I'm going to give you step-by-step instructions and really scaffold that activity for you so that it's not so daunting. But that's one part of the class. Next, you'll have synchronous sessions, and we'll have 2 required 1-hour sessions. One's going to be at the midpoint of the semester, and the other will be towards the end of the semester. I'm also going to provide a synchronous session at the beginning, but it's not required. It's only optional if you have questions and want to interact with your peers. There's going to be 3 asynchronous discussion threads where you'll need to contribute to this semester. One is the introduction discussion. That's part of this first module. The second is an accountability discussion at the midpoint of the semester. And the final is an interact with the experts activity towards the end of the semester. And then here's this philosophy of online teaching document that I was telling you about. So you're going to share a Google document with me that you contribute to every other week throughout the semester. And I'm going to be giving you feedback and comments along the way, and you'll also be able to get feedback from your group members. But this is going to be a document of your own philosophy of online teaching and different teaching strategies that you're going to use and the like. Next is self-assessments and your comprehensive final exam. So you're going to be taking self-assessments over your assigned reading every other week. And these are quizzes that you can take as many times as you need to demonstrate mastery. So they're very low stakes quizzes. And then at the very end of the semester, you're going to have a comprehensive final exam that covers every aspect of the course. So those are the deliverables that you'll be graded on this semester. And again, I'm going to provide explicit instructions for each of these, but I did want to give you kind of an overview of what to expect. Okay, moving on. There's no extra credit in this graduate level course. And if you're going to need to request for incomplete grades, be sure to read note number 2, especially about getting a K in a course and what that entails. And then the note number 3 is just saying that the syllabus serves as an instructional planning document for us as a learning community, and I'm going to make every effort to stick to it. But sometimes it becomes necessary to make changes. So in that event, I'll announce that through normal class communication tools, and you'll receive written notice within a week of the change decision. Okay, in terms of submitting deliverables, again, there's no provision for making up a missed assignment, and you need to get it in early, and don't email with excuses. If you get it in early, you don't have to worry about missing deadlines. So don't wait until the last minute. It can really ding you in an online class. And then below this, we have the course topics outline. This is just to give you general broad topics that we're covering each week. The course outline or the course schedule can also give you a lot more information about each week and what that entails, but this is just kind of a broad overview. Another overview you can use is the visual course map, which shows you the order of topics and deliverables as well. Next, we have a statement about the Americans with Disabilities statement, and this is to comply with policy for Tarleton State University. So be sure that you read this information if you have a disability, and note who you need to contact and how you need to work with that person. Below that is our standards of conduct and academic honesty. Again, this is a graduate class, so I'm going to let you read through this, but it basically says, Tarleton State University expects its students to maintain high standards in personal and scholarly conduct. So that's what I expect of you as a graduate student in this course. In terms of professionalism, the C&I program, we expect our graduate students to demonstrate leadership and professionalism in their communication, collaboration, their commitment to the teaching profession and to education, in their own professional development, and in building their personal learning networks, and in abiding by ethical conduct and the Code of Ethics for Texas educators. These last two sections deal with the computer use policy, which I encourage you to download, and the library support link for distance learners. So all of the databases and librarians who are devoted to students who learn at a distance can be found at this link. All right, so that's it with the course syllabus. Again, I hope you printed it out and took some notes as I was talking through this. And next I'm going to go through the course outline and schedule.